in some order. So open it up for questions for Cam. First question from the Lincoln Journal-Star, Parker Gabriel.
Hey, Cam, I know it's been sort of an odd off season, but I wonder if you could just maybe give us some insight into how much different camp is for you this year compared to last year, and where you feel like maybe you've made strides over the course of your first season playing and going into your second year now.
Yeah, camp's been a lot different from last year. I mean, looking back to last year, we always knew what the schedule of the week is, and now it's just kind of on the fly. Things are changing, but still we've been putting in work all off season, and I've definitely seen a lot of improvements in what I've been able to do, and kind of excited to keep seeing how I can improve in that as we get the pads going, keep going.
How much different is it just for you personally, being healthy and being able to be fully involved as you get ready for week one?
It's a big difference. Last year, I feel like I was doing a lot of mental learning. You know, I was injured before the season, and now that I've been healthy for a long time, it's able to just get the physical movements going and be able to like learn on by doing it and not just learn by watching.
Next question from the Omaha World Herald, Evan Bland.
Hey, Cam, I'm just curious from your perspective, what was it like getting back into full pads this week and, you know, having not been in them for so long, how much did that hinder what you guys were hoping to accomplish in recent months too?
It's been awesome finally getting back into full pads. I feel like we've been looking forward to it forever, thinking it was going to happen every week, and then it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. So we're just excited we finally get to hit some guys.
Joe Nugent, WOWT. Next question. Joe, go ahead.
Hey, Cam, I'm curious on the transition to a new offense. Do you guys feel like you're starting from scratch? You're doing everything different, or are there some things that maybe carry over? You know, what's it been like for the last 8 months or so as you work on this new offense?
I feel like there's a lot of carryover. I mean, we're kind of hitting the ground running. We know what we're doing now in the offense, and there's not a lot of things we need to relearn, or so it's just kind of getting down pat what we know and maybe putting in some new stuff here and there, but it's not completely new.
Quick follow-up. Are you excited about what you're doing? Do you feel like you have a lot of potential? Are you enjoying what you're learning and fired up to do it on a Saturday?
I'm really excited to show what I can do and what our O-line can do in offense, and I'm excited to be out there. It's been awesome, and it's been sweet seeing our offense come together.
From Hale Varsity, Aaron Sorensen.
Hey, Cam, you had a chance to work with Lincoln Southwest over the beginning of this fall. What did that experience maybe teach you, and how can you bring that into now the rest of your fall, having had that opportunity?
It was really fun just being around some more football guys and being around kind of the coaching aspect of things. I think it kind of got me into like a different viewpoint of not just being a player, but being a coach and also a leader. So I can translate from what I did as a coach to maybe helping some other younger O-line guys out or guys around me, and just being more confident and being able to be a better leader for them.
Next question, Andrew Ward, KLKN.
Hey, Cam, just curious, how's your relationship kind of grown here in recent months with Adrian Martinez, and how have you kind of seen him take all the criticism that comes with being the Nebraska quarterback?
I mean, I wouldn't say our relationship has grown any. I mean, we've kind of always had a great relationship, and we haven't really had to grow it any because we've kind of been boys from the first time we got on campus. So it's just kind of built from there. We're always there for each other, and that's what's awesome about it.
Adam Kruger, KM3.
Hey, Cam. It seems like Bryce Benhart could play a big role possibly in the offensive line this year. Since he'll be a second-year guy and you had a huge role yourself as a second-year guy thrown into the fire as a redshirt freshman, I know he's got coaches to teach him stuff, but if you were going to give him any advice out there, stepping into that role, going up against Big Ten defensive linemen, what advice would you give Bryce about heading into this season?
Bryce is definitely a big guy, and he just got to use his abilities. I mean, he's very talented. He's going to be a great player, and he just needs to be confident and go. He needs to go hard with everything he does. And if he plays hard, he'll be a great player. And he's got all the tools and he's got all the abilities, and we're seeing some great things out of him.
Next question from The Athletic, Mitch Sherman.
Hey, Cam, as an experienced guy back on this line now, can you give us your thoughts a little bit on the spots next to you, the guard spots? Obviously, you have returning starters there too, but probably some competition. What have you seen in your practices without pads and now a couple days of contact from the guys lining up next to you? Who's there and how they look?
Yeah, I feel like we got a few guys at the guard spots on right guard and left guard that can play. And we got some strong guys and some really athletic guys that can get around and pull. And it's been fun working with those guys, working with like Matt Farniak, Ethan Piper, Bo Wilson. We got a lot of guys that we can roll through there. And they're all smart and they're aggressive and they use their athleticism.
We'll take two more for Cam. Sean Callahan, Husker Online.
Yeah, Matt, I was curious, how do you think Matt has transitioned to that guard spot? Obviously, he's not played guard until this season. What have you seen from Matt Farniak as he's played guard next to you?
Matt's such a great leader. He's kind of the voice of the O-line, and he kind of, since he's kind of the main leader on our guy, like he knows what everyone's supposed to be doing. So for him to transition from tackle to guard, it's not like he needs to learn anything. He knows what he's doing, and it's been a pretty good transition for him. We're all excited for him to get inside. He's such a strong dude that can move some people, so it's going to be sweet having him inside there.
And you're a guy that's battled injuries yourself. Ronald Tompkins, I've heard, as a running back, he's battled some knee injuries, but it sounds like he's come in ready to go. What have you seen from him in that running back group as he's run the ball behind you guys?
Yeah, he's an athletic guy back there and good vision, and he can hit holes. We got a few guys at the running back spot. There's quite a few young guys that we're excited to get out there and see what they can do.
I'll finish up with for Cam with Steve Sipple, Lincoln Journal-Star. Go ahead, Sip.
Cam, you mentioned that you were injured a little bit last offseason, and you were sort of rushed into that role. What were the immediate challenges that you faced going into last season that you've kind of smoothed out now?
A lot of it's just the speed of the game. When you're getting rushed in there, got to make a lot of calls, and I feel like a lot of times I was rushed and not being able to have those practice reps where I can see all those looks and going out there. And it's just a lot of things I've been watching on film, but I wasn't able to get practice reps. So I think having that season of just seeing defenses and being able to have that experience of making calls, it's going to be a lot better for me this year.
Was there a point last year when you started feeling comfortable with that aspect, reading defenses, making calls?
Oh yeah, it definitely kind of slowed down throughout the year, and I think it's just as I keep progressing, the game's going to slow down a little bit more. But yeah, at the start of the season, I feel like I was just way too rushed, and I was getting sped up. I wasn't seeing things as well as I am now.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, thank you, Cam. We'll be on to Jack Stoll next here in just a minute.